So, a new model year brings a new Audi. This is the 2017 A4, and like I said, it's all new. New. I'm gonna say that word a lot over the course of this review. Audi worked hard to refine this car. This is a staple of their lineup. A lot of people buy these. It's an important vehicle to the four-ringed family. Out under that camera sits a 2-liter inline 4-cylinder turbocharged engine that's making just over 250 horsepower and over 270 pound-feet of torque. It's a familiar 2-liter engine, that TFSI engine, but it's been reworked here. If you peek under the engine bay, you'll notice there's a lot of room to be had. And you can actually get a peek at the brand new 7-speed gearbox. It's an updated S-tronic unit, it's a dual clutch system, and it's familiar. It doesn't feel new, but it is new. I can tell you that around town in normal driving mode, it feels a little sluggish off the line as dual clutch transmissions in first gear can tend to feel. Grab this shift lever right here, pull your arm back, switch it into sport mode, and all the sluggishness goes away. Now I'll tell you right off the bat, when I was driving this thing around town when I first got into it, I didn't love it that much. I was starting to feel pangs of when I had the S4 recently, the 2016 S4, which isn't new like this one. And that car, believe it or not, has gotten boring because everything else has gotten so much more exciting. I was worried that it trickled down on a different level to the A4. It's just kind of calm and relaxed around town. Now, I took it to the canyons and things changed greatly. The chassis is fantastic. Much in the same way that the TTS blew me away in terms of instilling driver confidence, I get that same feeling here in the A4. Audi worked really hard to reduce the weight on this thing. The front-wheel drive versions dropped nearly 100 pounds. The all-wheel drive versions dropped about 70 pounds, and they did it through the use of using aluminum in the construction of the body and the guts of this car. Anytime you drop weight, that's a great thing. Now inside, the cabin has got that updated Audi feel, and it's a nice place to be. In fact, it makes higher level Audis that haven't received this update feel dated. Hop into an A8 or an S8 and you look at some of the gauges and the cluster stuff, you're like, what's going on here? This Audi feels super old. This has the virtual cockpit, so it's got the great big display that you can change so you can see mostly speedo or mostly whatever information you want. Right now, I've got Google Maps up. Even though I know where I am, it's still kind of nice to look at, which admittedly is a bit of a driver distraction, but don't be an idiot. There's a heads-up display so you can keep your eyes up, which is a first for the A4, and it looks nice. It's actually lined up perfectly with my camera, so you guys are sharing space with the heads-up display. Congratulations. Enjoy your time together. One area where people might be ready to complain is here in the screen above the center stack. People are kind of getting sick of these tacked-on screens, and I get it. However, I will say that this iteration of it looks pretty nice. It has the feel of somewhere between an iPad mini and whatever the next size up iPad is. It looks really nice with the silver bezel and the black screen. They're getting better at making these. Here in the A4, this one doesn't disappear like it does in other higher up Audi models. So that's kind of annoying, but they did a good job of the look and the feel of this one. All the rest of the buttons are nice. Much like the TT, it's got this really cool way to control the HVAC where the temperature is displayed right in the circle for the knob to change the temperature. One area where I'm surprised, even though I shouldn't be because I know cars are expensive, is how much this thing costs. The base price is a wonderful $39,000. The one I'm driving is not the base. This one has the prestige package and all of that loveliness. This one is $51,000. That feels like a whole lot of money for an Audi A4. And it probably isn't because you're getting a lot of stuff and that's what vehicles in this class cost. So I took it out in the canyons. The steering felt great. This does have drive select, so you can drive it around town in comfort when you've got people in the car. Pop it into dynamic when you're on that curvy road and adjust the engine and transmission and some steering feel. put it in individual when it's just you, so you have it the way you want it. This doesn't have as many tuning settings as higher up level Audis, but it has some to refine the experience to how you want it. But like I was saying, the chassis feels remarkably sorted. This car enjoys being driven. It's comfortable and calm around town, but I was actually really surprised when I took it into the canyons and it did what it did. The rest of this car has got more leg room. It's comfortable. The seats up front are nice. It has this adjustable piece where you can move the lower leg support forward and back, which is great for a gentleman like myself who's taller and likes more support under his long legs. So I feel like Audi is getting closer to that magic puzzle, fitting it all together, where they perfectly blend luxury and sport. They're really, really, really damn close, and the cars are getting better with every iteration. This new A4 is fantastic and makes me super excited for what's in store for the rest of the lineup that hasn't already been updated with the likes of the virtual cockpit and these fantastic chassis. Audis have always been good driving cars, and they're finally turning into great driving cars. Now, I know a lot of you Audi fanboys are, God, they've always been great driving cars. B5, S4 till I die. Well, you know what? Those cars had horrible reliability. They were super nose heavy. They weren't as nice inside as the rest of the competition. So you know what? Shut up. This one is fantastic. And yes, I just told you to shut up. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I take it back. All right, let's go driving. Now, one area where people might bitch and moan, PCH, here we go, it's PCH, Pacific Coast Highway, long legs. You know what they say, you need, I don't know, that's gonna be a fucking stupid joke, I'm not gonna say it. Turn around, A4, every now and then I turn around, and I turn the wheel to do it. I fucking turn the wheel together. A5. That's one higher. Can't make everyone happy.
Now can you?